Hello there, and welcome to A Tiny Dot in Space, a series where I play the regions and states and counties and whatnots of the world on GeoGuessr in an attempt to get to know the world better and play GeoGuessr games of 25,000 points. There's no time limit to that. The only aim is to basically look around, have a good time, experience new things, and get 25,000 points on GeoGuessr for each episode. And I have a long list of regions and provinces, etc., around the world, and a random number generator that picks a number. Whenever I'm done playing one episode, I pick the number for the next episode, and I find the region that corresponds with the number from a list, and then I make a map of it and I play it. So the random number generator moved into Iran yesterday and moving a little further east today to Kyrgyzstan. And we are moving into the Osh region of Kyrgyzstan. Now the thing about Kyrgyzstan is that it's somewhat sketchily covered by official footage. There's quite a few photospheres around, but I like to use polygonal maps whenever I can, and that limits the coverage very much to this road here that goes from Uzgen to Osh, which is a separate district. And so there are some snippets of roads on the outskirts of Osh, and then this road will go ahead over to Karaechki. So this ought to be 25kable. It would have been nice to do a hand-paint map here, but it doesn't really seem like a feasible thing to be able to play and pin because the photospheres are so scattered. So that is what we get. But still, we get to have a look at Osh in Kyrgyzstan. And when you look at this mountain range here, that's a serious thing. So let's see now. We are going to go to Osh and make a challenge. Like so. Pop the challenge into my document that I use for safekeeping those links. And start. Right. Well, for being the country in the world with the highest average elevation, I believe. So the tallest mountain in Norway, where I live, is 2,469 meters. And if I remember correctly, the average elevation of Kyrgyzstan is above that. So, yeah, you're pretty elevated. So, yep, it might seem flat as a board. And in places, but still, you are very high up. Okay, so let's see what we can find out here. So they used the Cyrillic alphabet. And but the words are tend to be very different. At least the names are. So I think we're going to spend a little time trying to figure out where this is. It's sort of almost like a suburb or something, or at least like a settled area, so sort of before you come into a city, but I don't know about this one. Yeah, that is going to be an issue. So we are moving southeast, and that has me thinking that we must be... So on this road, southeast doesn't exist. So it could be on one of those roads just outside the city, or we could be moving like in this area, maybe. It could be in Bulak as well. See, this road goes to Karaetski. So it could be in Bashbulak. That could work except one thing. This bend here. So that has me think, oh, wait a minute. Unfortunately, we don't see the bus stop. This is Jurta. So that's a Yurt or Yurt or Ger. But this road is doing funny things. It's bending that way. It's bending the same way again. So this is, if this is indeed where we are, it's not doing the right things. We move it southeast. Does this bus have any signs? Yes, it does, but we can't read them. And that's a cemetery, it seems like. Here we got something that might be useful. What is the name? Oh, it's a Gazprom. Zrosjaneft. Well, actually, could that be the one coming up here? There are two gas stations here. Rossiya MMA. And there's more here. Because that would work better with what I saw. So Rosjaneft. Ata Juli. Julu, rather. Go off to the side here. No sign of that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. The river. Where's the river if this is where I am? Well, it's definitely not on that side. Is it? What does it say here? It's a third gas station, but this one is long since. Kotsosu. No lack of petrol stations here. Nazakaz. No. Probably nothing. And here is a Kyrgyzstan petrol station. So I think we can rule out this place. Here's a Gazprom. You know, it could have been up here. So Vostok Madi car wash with Monica Madi. Wait a minute. No, I just thought for a moment I saw the river. But I did not. Turgoy Bulak. Okay. East, southeast still. Uphill. Where will we wind up? Well, there's lots of buildings around. Well, that's pretty distinct. Long building, and what does it say here? Mojdunov, Shainaza something. Kochoso. We want Mojdunov, not Modaliev. Yeah, I'm wondering if I had to ditch the idea of that one. But this is. And here we're moving more or less east. So we're not here. Wait. Didn't I say something about Bulak? This is a tough one, and it holds no promise of being any easier. Let's see. Mahdi. Did we see a Mahdi somewhere? There's Mahdi. Okay. So, well, that means. So, if we're in Mahdi now, we're going around. I would think we're going around this bend now. Yeah, but no. Well, it could be that road. So that means. Let's see now. Yeah, we're starting a bend again. And we got a road going in like that. That must be this one. But we're missing some roads. Not convinced, but definitely the best option we've had so far. So that would mean that we are somewhere up here. Let's go back to start. Here we are looking almost a little north. And the houses here look very modular. One building in the woods there. Could be that one. Let's just plonk that now, and wait a minute, that was not to the north, that was perpendicular to the road. So that should put us there. Now let's see. So we got one building here, another smaller one, and another building. In fact, we got lots more buildings. So that would suggest either here. That might even be more like, oh. Okay. Well, that came as a surprise. That one. And we're still far away from the bend. Ay. This is going to be one of those, is it? Well, that is definitely the long one. And this must be here. What I'm coming up on here. And then it extends for quite a while. Okay, let's rethink this. So those are the buildings coming up ahead. We'll look this way. That one has a tiny shed in front of it. But I guess there could be more than that. It's more likely to be that one. So I think there are just buildings missing on the map here. So I'm going to say that we're in the right location. Yeah, that was a lot of work. Okay, northeast, different road. You can see that the mountains in the south. So my guess is that we are, let's see, southeast. My guess is that we're somewhere around here. Around Johnny Arik. Now let's see if we can find anything to corroborate that. And we got signs. Signs in these countries have a habit of. Okay, no, is that an, no, that's an E. Terebai Abdirashmanov. Abdirashmanov. Terebai Abdirashmanov. I don't know if that is the name of something, but I think this is probably more. Okay, so Mirza Arik. So there's Yami Arik. Can we find Mirza? There's Mirza Arik. Okay, so it wasn't that far off. Ayili. Okay. So Mirza Arik, I'm sorry. Soranbayev S. Let's see, and there it says end of Mirza Arik. Yep. Now let's see. Let's see if we can find these roads. Here's one road. Probably that one. And the next one. Don't quite like the look of this, but I really don't like the look of this. There's another road. Okay. So we are right before this bend starts. That is not that road. Cannot be, should not be in a million years. Let's see if we can identify it. How about this one? Seems more likely to be that. Given that we're now finished with the bend. And if I know, yes, that's more like it. Yep, here we go. So this is that road. And the one we just passed was the other. And we are how far away? That's probably the Surambay of Eshankul. But we need to figure this one out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're about the equal distance from, so that and that should equal that. That looks pretty good, I think. Oh, yes, it did. Nice. Okay, on the road again, and this time we have some interesting hills on the side here and some very interesting trees. Well, actually, I guess this is part of the Fergana Valley, which is where apples originated from, or was it oranges? I guess it was oranges that originated out of here. Let's see. Bayel du Koni. And this is an AZC, I think. Besh Bishka Abayla Baldar. Okay, so that's a vulcanizer place. Going fairly eastwards yet again. But I don't think we are on the same road that we were previously in round 1. Unless... Well, actually, we could be when I think about it. There's a mosque. Azadbek Haji Metsiti. Arjatbek, not Arjanchek. We also want to check the direction here. We are... Yeah, it could be on either of these two roads, actually. I do like the idea of this one, though. Atindaji. Can I find any other mosques? Can we find any other mosques? No. Okay, let's see now. Aziktuluk Dukoni. Aziktuluk. Whether that is the name of someone or not, we don't know. But I am gonna figure this one out. Now we took a turn for the northeast. which means that we are most likely on this road. We did run past an ACZ, didn't we? But was that in the middle of nowhere? But it fits, that's the thing. And let's have a look at the bend over there. If that has a crossroads in it. And here we go. Yes, Johnny. No, wait a minute. Johnny Arik. Is that what it says? Johnny Arik, yes. Where is Johnny Arik? Johnny Arik is here. Okay, that is starting to make more sense. And we are just as... Yeah, we're just as the habitation here starts. But there's stuff missing here, unless... No, there's definitely stuff missing here. So we'll not count to this house. Yeah, that looks spanking new. And sits here. Well, actually, let's see now. If I look north, about here would be a decent guess, I think. And east, we're gonna hit... I think I'm gonna hit that thing, so... I'm gonna go with that. Cool. Okay, yet another place. An abandoned gas station. There are signs up there. Okay, that's the name of a river. Shorsu Kanali. Okay, so it's a channel. Shorsu. That could be, let's see, there was a Su up there. But is there a canal? Could this be a canal? Well, it could be a canal, but we're missing all the petrol stations that should be here. So no. And the direction is yet again that direction. Okay, yeah, the quick answer to this is we don't know yet. So let's just bang on towards Osh. Let's see what we find amongst all these tiny houses. Where did the mountains go? Well, the lack of mountains probably means that we're further west than we were. So, what did it say on that thing? Now, let's see. Kurulush material tari. Arzan bada. Rostar balka. I guess this is more interesting. Turda. No. No, we need the proper sign. Oh, here's something. The bus stop says Ayaldama. Ayaldama. Well, there's no Ayaldama to be seen here. Hmm. Hmm. Ayaldama. And now the road is curving towards the south. Very much towards the south. In fact, so much that it's almost south. And now things are starting to get a little... Wow. We're actually curving almost southeast. So... what could that mean? Well, we could be. There are other places around Osh we could be. Let's see now. But I don't think we're on any of those roads. Just need to figure out where this is. Two gas stations in quick succession. Aman Bank. Now let's see. We are in Kurshab. Here's Kurshab. Yeah. Okay, so we were up here somewhere. Cannot find that canal thingy. But if I was going to make a bet, I would say that it would be up here. The bend is quite far away. Let's see. If we're coming up on the canal, that works well with the houses here. Not so sure it works well with the houses on the other side. Now, is there a road? Yes, there is a road going that way. Number 93. How do you know? And then we got some long houses again. That doesn't work that well. Oh, wait. One long house, and then there should be nothing for a bit. Which is correct. I sort of like this. Yeah, because it looks quite right, actually. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hereabouts. Yeah, that works. If that is the gas station. Yeah. The only thing is that road thingy, which has me a bit spooked. So I'm gonna place it there. Yep, I was right in being spooked by that. Nice. And the final round. Oh. Karman. Karman. Can we find Karman? We've got Karul. Now where is Karman? Karman. Come on, come on. There's Karman. I think. Now where's this bend in Karman then? Yeah, that doesn't quite make sense. Hmm. Ah, yes, this is the bend. So that is our restaurant over here. That's the long building. Can we use that for anything? Well, we got some buildings behind the restaurant. And I think that is the one we're looking at straight to the east. So if I like use the corner of it maybe and go like so. I don't think that looks half bad. Seems like a decent distance. Just got to confirm that I'm aiming at the right building. Yeah, that should be it. Let's just have a little look at it again. Okay, it looks like that. And when I go east, I'm looking pretty much at the corner of it, slightly above the corner. So if I look there. Nice. Well, that was a fairly tough 25k. And, well, at least we got to know the road between Osh and Uzgen pretty well. But, yeah, I would have liked to be able to see the more mountainous areas. But, unfortunately, the coverage never allowed for that. So, well, I have to say I'm fairly happy with that. That first round took way too long. The others were pretty decent. So yeah, that is episode 17, I think it was, of A Tiny Dot in Space, and I'm glad you were here with me for it. Please see you again. I hope to see you again, rather, in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye.